Good evening, Mayor and Council. Christoper Jordan. Pull up this short slide deck for you. So I won't go into too much detail on the things you've heard, obviously, this evening. What we wanted to highlight at a staff level were a couple of use cases we thought were important or relevant to city operations. So the use cases we want to highlight for you this evening are twofold, one for traffic control and management and the other for emergency services. So jumping in here, this slide highlights the existing traffic control system that we have around the city. All the yellow dots are the traffic control signals or the intersection signals we have and the associated cabinets and infrastructure with them. The colored lines are the communication networks that connect those facilities together and back to our traffic management system here at City Hall. There's 149 signals throughout the city today. Obviously that grows on occasion as we add new signalized intersections. Most of those facilities are connected with copper copper facilities between them. So a wireless traffic control system can do a number of things, obviously allow for each controller to communicate directly with the operations center, allows the cameras at each signal that are constantly streaming back to the TMC so we can then monitor each of those locations all simultaneously. Reduce costs for rewiring those locations by tens of thousands of dollars. We're talking about improvements to the individual cabinets, which is the cabinet technology improves over time. We'll want to do that anyway, so we can really focus our dollars on the cabinets themselves and not on some backbone system that connects them together. And what's really interesting is sort of what the future holds for the ability to connect this data within our system and manage our resources with a broader network of data that exists in the world overall. Sort of think of it this way. You can then be able to dynamically update the timing of those different controllers in anticipation of certain travel demands. So the use cases, most of us carry cell phones in our pockets or in our vehicles. Many cars are coming with connected services today. Many of us use things like Waze and other mapping systems in order to say, hey, I'm going from point A to point B. What's the best way to get there? All that data is getting collected up in the cloud, so to speak, and the ability to tap into that data in a way to say, okay, we're anticipating that at 5 o'clock, we expect people to be utilizing our roadways in this manner because it's this particular day of the week, and here's the commute home pattern we're going to experience. We can start dynamically changing the timing of those signals to anticipate that and improve the throughput on the intersections as that demand is occurring. And then utilizing artificial intelligence and machine learning in order to improve that system over time. From a business standpoint, we don't know where this technology ends up leading. With these sort of increases in technology, we see new industries and new opportunities come to the forefront. There's a lot of transformation that can occur over time as this technology gets utilized, and that could have economic development impacts to the city overall. So I think that concludes all the presentations this evening, and staff's available for answering questions if anybody has them.
Any questions? Christoper, what I've heard over and over again is if we were to go in this direction, it would be keeping up with the rest of the world. Let's assume that the City Council went away from this and didn't want to go in this direction. What other options do we have?
I think what you're seeing is as the technology gets deployed in other locations, there's going to be advancement in how it's used, new use cases that we can begin to imagine today. If we want to be able to take advantage of those use cases and emulate what may be happening in other jurisdictions with regard to how it improves or augments the services we provide to our residents, to businesses, there may be limitations what we're able to do because that infrastructure doesn't exist. Again, this is maturing technology. This is really sort of the backbone of what's going to lay out this, the technology cases over the next several decades.
Okay, Councilman.